Welcome back to this relaxing pantheon. So, I have not made a map, but I am equipped to make one if I really need to. I think, though, that my strategy has served us well. This is your chance to say, "Get sucked, Steve." And if you just joined us on YouTube, don't worry, it's not what it sounds like. It is not me getting sucked into obscurity, trying to solve this maze. Oh wait, yes it is. So it could be that I'm at the far right of the maze at this point, the furthest east column. At least that's what I would think if this didn't exist. Now you might think I'm as far south as I can be, but you wouldn't know for sure. There's nothing here. I didn't go here? What am I thinking? I could even pick up this fireberry and go here with it. Okay, well let's go ahead and die. And if we die... Nope, we're not gonna die there. Okay, so I did go south, I just didn't place a fireberry there to signify that I had. I didn't need to take these other two, obviously. I should live and learn. But there's also no marker to the east. So we will be doing that. Oh, Dagger Steve. You did not just enter after I made plenty of excuses for not having a map. You definitely didn't do that. And look! A place I haven't been right off the bat. It really is that easy. Let's go. Ta-da! Well, that's where I'm going next. I'm not going there without another fireberry. I am using the Barnes fireberry maneuver. It may not be scientific, but it is procedural. Also, hello and welcome, Dagger Steve. Seems that you're still awake. See, it was easy. Here we are at the very predicted subterranean volcanic river. I say we go for it.
This heat is pretty intense, but I know I can take it.
Don't do it, don't do it! Oh man, I managed to click back just before he went ahead and walked across. No, we're using our scroll first.
I guess I'll give it a shot. It worked! This scroll is starting to pay off.
Oh, I thought the scroll disappeared. Better scroll yourself. That's right, you JavaScript webpage, you. And some bonus fireberries. A dead end with fireberries. That's cool. What could this be? An iron key. That's just what I didn't know I needed. Or what I didn't know I didn't need. I was this close to finding that subterranean volcanic river last time. Maybe I just needed to look at it with fresh eyes. Alright. That is no fourth rock, though, I'll give it that. So it could still be that there are places here I have not yet explored. But to my knowledge, I have explored them all. In you go. Which one would this be? The Crystal Cave or the Emerald Cave or the Pantheon? And this is the Emerald Place. Dang her, Steve. Luckily, I reviewed the VOD of the last stream and have painstakingly created a map for us all. You did it, Steve? All I would really need to know is what are the locations of the... That's one way you could interpret my actions. It wasn't so much that I couldn't have been bothered as that I still didn't think it was critical. Now we're getting canonical about it. Anyway, if you really did, Steve, all I feel that I need to know is the locations of any paths I have not yet taken. And if there are any, they are growing increasingly elusive. It looks like most of these rooms do have fire berries at their doors, which have indeed survived the reloads. Not just canonical, but crownonical. It's crownin. Do you still think I'm the most beautiful girl, at least? Maybe here. Maybe this is it. Maybe how you win the game is you put one emerald over each eye and dance around. Let's go in the special one. Oh, here I am.
There must be a way to get across.
Thank you, Lexi. Steve, I think by saying that you might have resolved the issue. Hello, Mystery Person 348. I am enchasmed. Thank you for asking. I hope you'll accept the return question, since you were willing to pose it, Mystery Person 348. How does that feel, Lexi? How does trusting feel, Time to use the key on everything.
I don't think that this is heavy enough to counteract that hanging weight. Oh, now that's just great. The iron gate must be attached to the dish and counterweight mechanism.
Oh, I'd never heard him say that. But it is an iron key, doesn't it go in the iron gate? Just really warm in my place is certainly a state of being. And I accept it. I believe the same is true of these two torches. Dagger Steve is making a call. Calling your bluff, Lexi. Had no idea this stream would incur such tumultuous social drama in mere minutes. So there's the chasm. I still do tend to like to stay around the edges, or what I perceive to be the edges. Games have taught me that you don't really need to make your mazes very big for them to feel big. Look at all this critical stuff I have. Just from this one cave. I mean, I brought the flute in with me. I ditched all my gems toward the entrance behind the locked cave door. This would be the Twilight Cavern? Yep.
Rats. I'd like to pry one of these off. Rats. I'd like to pry one of these off.
It could be that a sapphire is what goes in the floating duo's altar, but we don't know that. And even if we did bring the sapphire, I mean, I think we're going to have to defeat the counterweight mechanism anyway. So that means we're going to be able to get it. But my money says it's not on a gem. It's not a gem. I think it's something else. Maybe we need to find in this dungeon still what you need the iron key for. Or maybe the iron key is like a special bonus item that only makes any difference when you get to the end of the game. Hmm? My money is a gem is needed, but we definitely need more rocks. Tea was delicious. That is some first-class commentary right there. How many rocks were in Grandpa's counterweight system dish? 4? Or just several? I can't type because I'm still heartbroken about being lied to. That's what happens. But we're all with you. Steve says, I'm impressed with the berry placing by doors method, though I wouldn't have and didn't thought to do that. It seems very effective so far. Yeah, it's not telling me where I haven't been, but it certainly is telling me where I have been. This is like the master room. I mean, we can just keep doing stuff like that. We can put up to 12 berries in a room. Here we go. This room is kind of special at this point, don't you think? Delicious homemade fireberry jam. I wonder if fireberries are most dangerous when they're extinguishing. You know, you eat them and they're inside you and then you walk around and then they burst into flames? That doesn't seem so good. For your traditional afternoon tea. Yes, very traditional. Have your own food combust inside you. Hello. Take us back. Let's put the iron key in.
I'll bet something fits in there,
Nope.
but this is not it.
I imagine them tasting sweet and a little peppery. Yeah. Makes sense. Or maybe they have gunpowder in them. Now, traditional afternoon tea. Do you apply the cream or the jam first to the scone? Well, As Nicholas Fairfield would say, there is a little bit of debate about whether to put jam first or cream first. I prefer cream first, but it's entirely up to you. Jam and then cream on top. That's what I would do personally. That's a debate that rages between two English counties of Cornwall and Devon. There we go. Okay, I admit I'm being aimless here and have been for a little while now. So what do you think? Are we at the point where I need to toil and make a map just for the purpose of whittling down, you know, the one remaining exit that lurks around this cave somewhere? I'll do it if I need to, and I'm ready for it. But I think the main factor is your exasperation. The cream is rich and should hit the palate first. The jam can be overpowering. Dagger Steve, it would be amusing if that was paradoxical because Lexi and I disagreed, but we both agree. Sounds like you think that the cream should go on first. Maybe there's just something else here, you know? Comment on this, Brandon. Comment on it. It's a face. You have an opinion? Come on. Come on, man. Still on that, are you, Lexi? All right. Here we go. You hurting still because of trust? Trust issues? Is that it? Twilight Cave. Go this way and this way. You have Steve issues. Okay. Then we have a berry bush. We can go south or east. Let's go east. I'm really doing it. And we can go north or east. And from there we can go north. From here, a berry bush. And we can go west or east. East, we can go south. South, we can go east. And that leads us to the frozen subterranean river. From whence... Oh, we can't go south here, right? That would have been something. We can go north, which gives us a berry bush. And there are no other exits there. That is a dead end. It would be lovely if I could show you this map as I was making it, but that, I'm afraid I'm not equipped for. Not this time. Bonjour, Douglas. That's right, Douglas. I have always used that stream tag since centuries, starting with today. And from here we can go west as well. This is what we came for. I'm glad this didn't happen pre-stream. What a treat. Thank you very much. I've never heard you sound less sarcastic, Dagger Steve. There we go, and we can go north or east. I'd like to think Cat would be proud. It's nice if we can get something out of it, yeah? And from here, north or west. From here, north or east. And from here, north or east. Cat would be proud. And here we have a berry bush. We can go in all directions. And from south we can go in all directions. Cat is a guest who joined us last time. I judged Cat to be the most experienced Kyrandia player in the room. The most experienced viewer so far that I had encountered. Alright, and here is a special room. Emerald room. Well, it depends on how far back through time you're talking, Lexi. Doesn't it? I'm glad we're speaking the native stream jive now. That's very important for getting along with the cool kids. So this does have the advantage. I'm not wandering aimlessly anymore. I'm actually keeping track of everywhere I have and have not mapped. It's a dead end. I want to get along with the cool kids. That would be so cold. Mm-hmm. Okay, we are just north of the Crystal Cave now. Now I can know things like that. Straub's snack was filling. We're just running with this, aren't we? Okay, I think I've checked this already. Should be... It is just what I expected. And now north. From which we can go west. Very much, Doug. That has certainly been a reference that's come to mind. Although they aren't all alike, there's some distinction. We can clearly see that. Picture is worth several words. Any words. Maybe two. This is one of those true straightaways, isn't it? I didn't make a map for that game either, no. Okay, so to the right, that's got to be the Moonlight Pantheon, right? Yep. I don't think I did. I mean, I started to. I started to make a mental map of everything in that game. And we'd explored so little that that seemed doable in mind. Oh, the daggery one. Well, you know, I'm splitting my attention here. It's not that silly. I'm glad to see there's some productivity happening here. Off my iPad, that is. Okay, so this should be the Twilight Cave if my map making is going right. Yes, it is. And this is going to have to be a place with no north exit, a straightaway, I would think, yes? And we're back here. That connects with earlier mapping efforts. Tempted to ask myself why I'm so tolerant of this when I have felt a little more worn out by other games. I think it's because it really does seem fair, even though it is massive. Plus, we can always check in with Brandon for some amusing commentary.
You'd think somebody would have a map of this place.
There's his hint. And it could be that there is a map of this place. Although Kat's hint was draw a map, so maybe she was actually giving away that there isn't one. You'd think. This is how they got away with saying over 30 hours of gameplay on the back of the box. I have to wonder whether they really did say that. I don't know. The box is the one thing I don't have. I will find a way to show the map, I think, if I think it's impressive enough. And if you pay a small fee of 25.255 millicrypto dollar bits. Yep. Got him at the entrance too, right?
No, that's too low. I won't sell it to you.
Does the maze map look like anything yet? Like a Zelda dungeon? Yeah, that's a good question. That's the only reason I thought that Kat might be hinting at the necessity of doing this. Hey, Zankoth. Welcome to this extravaganza. Lexi will fill you in. Okay, we're doing pretty well here. At this point, I have most of it mapped. It's all looking good. I might well have made a mistake, but so far, no sign of having made any mistakes. At this point, I'm holding the crown to Steve. Neither of you get it. Neither of you gets it, if we're being pedantic. Okay, so I need to add that. Nope. Okay, so now I'm down to visiting the last few places I haven't mapped. And it looks like they're all around the middle. They're not around the edges of the map. So we're going to start here with this little area, this little sequence of 3 rooms. This one, the one south of it, and the one west of that. Oh, wait. Okay, that's just what I expected. So from here, we'll head north, east, south, which should be a vertical straightaway, yep. South to a corner. Then we head east to a three exit area. From here, we're going to go north and then east. That's more of a manual mod thing, wouldn't you say? And now north, east, and south should be... I know I've been there. I was just wandering around it earlier. Oops, I just hadn't mapped it yet. That's totally bad for fireberries. And east we go. Crystal Cave. Oh, did it actually catch you? There you go. Not sure why it would. Okay. Well, at this point, what I am seeing is... I believe I have checked every possible exit. If there is a room that I have not yet been to, then it is no longer apparent to me. Which is not what I wanted to discover. T-shape. All 4 exits. Up left corner. T-shape. Straight away. And now we are back to the Pantheon again. So, here are the possibilities, folks. I have mapped. One is I've made a mistake in the map, but so far every backtrack I do confirms that I've been mapping it correctly. I've mapped every exit, and I think I've resolved every one of those exits. It is not 100% impossible that I still have not retraced my steps entirely. Maybe I've missed one room. But it looks like I haven't. So, let's assume I've done the mapping correctly. The other possibility is that there's some way to use the items that we have to proceed. I just got this iron key. So far, we haven't found anything that can be used with. Is this a moment you can actually get stuck? Maybe. It's not impossible that we needed the gem to come in with us. But I would be very surprised. Because so far, the game has seemed a bit smarter than that. Doesn't feel like a firecracker moment. I don't feel like there'd be that kind of negligence. We did get 2 emeralds in here. And we can't combine them. We can't shuffle these things around. We did create ice in that subterranean river. Exactly! Combine the emeralds to make emerald! Well, we'll just combine these emeralds here. Beautiful. We also haven't tried to use the icy scroll by fireberries. Steve, who is the little character to the right of you? This guy. This is Kalmop. He used to be a character in a musical I wrote, but has lately been doing some side duties as a sort of mascot / symbol for my streaming endeavors. He helps set the tone a little bit. He's loosely based on Mog, sort of a spiritual companion to Mog, but is not from another game beyond that.
There must be a way to get across.
They're called Moogles. You can always try this one here, too.
There must be a way to get across.
You're not even going to use it. No, we're taking that. Okay, so I am of a mind to check the guide at this point. It's very difficult to decide what else we could do, and no one here is really giving me any ideas. You're welcome to do so. This would be the good time for that. Here's what I have. Giant coin, you know.
This gold coin is enormous.
Haven't found any other characters in here. Will the coin fit in the altar? I did try it. No go with the coin. Nope. So, I think, folks, it's time. Let's split open the guide and read a little bit. The coin will not go in the pan. No, I also tried that.
I don't think that this is heavy enough to counteract that hanging weight.
That's not gonna help, is it? Finally, a little more light on my face. I know that's what we've been craving. You don't think, Brandon? You thinking hasn't really proven helpful, Brandon. The thing that's been least helpful is Brandon's, negligence about his rock-throwing habits. Be cool if we could get that one back. You don't suppose we could jump in the chasm and get it back from down there, do you? Kind of want to play around with that a little bit first. Now that we've saved. We can drop things, right? Why did he insist on using the cave wall as a backboard, right? Now we're not going to drop that.
There must be a way to get across. There must be a way to get across.
He seems oddly unsuicidal. Okay. Bank shotting rocks. Oh. At the end of each chapter, you will find maps of the corresponding game chapter's region. Use these to find the places described in the clue text or just to simplify your navigation in certain chapters. Particularly the totally obscure terrain of the Isle of Cats. That we haven't seen yet. It's got rocks. That's probably what's treacherous about it. Alright, I hereby sacrifice my claim to a completely self-inspired or self-sufficient run-through. Do oo die if oo cross it? Fortunately, we didn't. Alright, so here's what it has to say about here's what the guide has to say about the Shadowrealm Labyrinth. Shadowrealm Labyrinth. That last chapter wasn't so tough, was it? But things can't stay easy for you now, could they? Of course not. What fun would that be? What an excellent point. If this realm wasn't like this, it wouldn't be fun. Here it is, your first real nightmare, Shadowrealm. This place is huge, but that's not the problem. The problem is that it's very dark here. Fireberries will help provide some light, but only for 3 turns at a time. Luckily, you're not completely in the dark. With the map provided and some strategic plucking and laying of fireberry bushes, you'll come out of Shadowrealm a little stronger, a little wiser, and a lot less afraid of the dark. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead, just in case I skip something that I didn't discover. Why am I here anyway, or the Iron Gate? To get out, of course, for as soon as you cross the cavern with the Iron Gate, the gate will slam shut behind you, locking you inside. How to get out? One look at the gate tells you that it is controlled by the suspended dish and counterweight mechanism. You'll need to toss some heavy objects into the dish to balance the counterweight and thus reopen the gate. Better start searching for some heavy objects. Fireberry bushes, blah blah blah, we know how that works. Chasm of Emmer... blah 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 blah. The Chasm of Everfall. As its name implies, here lies a chasm, and everyone knows chasms were made to be crossed. You'll get out of here by crossing one, but not until you've solved the gate puzzle. So we're okay so far. And performed a little task back in Timber Mist Woods using an object that you'll find deep in the labyrinth in the Cavern of Twilight. Okay, so that's still beyond us, and it didn't really give it away, so that's good. Okay, so the Pantheon of Moonlight. Notice it's light in here? These 2 floating things that look like dandelion puffs are actually will-o-wisps. That seems very familiar to me. but I think I've seen will-o-wisps in a different game. Anyway, which float and give off light. Listen closely to what they say. They offer to help you, but only if you help them first. They want you to complete the construction of the Pantheon of Moonlight. To do so, you'll need an item found a little farther along the way, in the Cavern of Twilight. Considering what you've been through here, wandering aimlessly through a scary dark maze, what is the one thing you wish for more than anything else? Using what you find here, your wish can come true. If you use the object in the right place. Hint, a little backtracking to a previous chapter will be in order. So gold coin being thrown into a wishing well, that's my prediction. Makes sense, right? But we still need to get out of here first. Actually, there are 2 items here that you'll need to take. The first one is the object that we were just discussing, and the second one is a rock lying on the stone ground to the right of the screen. Did we find a rock in the Cavern of Twilight? I sure hope so. As you make your way to the final rock, are there only 3? You'll pass through the Emerald Cave, all green and glowing. There are 2 emeralds here, however you only need to take 1, providing of course you have room in your inventory. You have been careful about leaving items stockpiled to pick up again later, haven't you? Yes, of course. Let's go on. Unlocking the gate. Once you made your way back to the locked gate with 5 rocks? So there is one more. You're ready to get the heck out of here, but not so fast. You'll need to return. Remember that chasm of Everfall we checked out earlier? That's ultimately where you're headed. But first is a wish you need to fulfill. Okay, so 5 rocks. And we have found 4. Well, thanks, guide. I guess that's a little bit of help. It seems to confirm that there is at least one more rock in here somewhere. Whew. Alright. I guess that means I'm going to need to get even more diligent with the map. That's my only choice. Right? We are going on a rock hunt. We are going on a rock hunt. Alright. We're doing it right, people. We're not going to get anything given away to us. So I think next time we reconvene here, after this break, we will go through the entire map, and I'm going to mark down every room once again that I visited. And that should completely resolve the question of whether I have left any roads unexplored on the map. And if we can't find it then something is very, very wrong indeed. So I hope to see you then.